My name is April Nicole Luevano, and this is my Art Historical Analysis PowerPoint. The artifact that I decided to choose was the Euthymites belly amphora. The main reason why I chose this artifact was because of its appearance. I thought the way it looked was very interesting, and it told a story in just a picture. It also attracted me because it reminded me of one of my favorite movies, Hercules. In the movie Hercules, they have a couple vases like this that made me wonder, okay, if this movie has it, then why are they so important? So here's a little bit of background. Euthymides signed 6 vases. He was a contemporary artist like Euphornius, a friend and rival, but he was a very important member of the pioneer group. He didn't imitate Euphornius, but he was an equal in the invention and draftsmanship, using thin slips and details. So, when this happened, the date for when this happened was 510 through 500 BC. The type of artwork that this is the belly amphora red figure. The height was 60 centimeters. The painter, or the person who created it, was Euthymides. The subject. So this vase has 2 sides, but I'm going to be focusing on one side. But the first side has the 3 males, and the second side has an armor. A little bit of history on this artifact. So, the Euthymites chose this theme as an excuse to represent bodies in unusual positions, including the fore nature, 3/4 view of the rear. So they're practically in different movements than you would actually see. He claims to have surpassed Euphornius as a draftsman. So he thinks that he went a little farther than Euphornius, which I think he did. The subject is appropriate for a wine storage jar, 3 tipsy reviewers. But the theme was little more than an excuse for the artist to experiment with unusual positions for a human form. So the main reason they started making things like this was because they wanted to see if they can show either a little bit of movement or to see if people would still be okay with different type of movements other than just standing. So, what did these all mean? Well, if we look a little closer, we can see all the little details that they have, and that this is mainly a concept of 3 men. So the 3 men return, and they are an excellent example of the 3/4 front and back pose, designed to suggest movement. So on the top left corner, again, you can see a slight interruption in the border with the walking stick. These are very detailed and hard to interrupt. So when it is interrupted, it shows that it is very important. On the top right-hand corner, there is Comhes, who stands in his profile with a 3/4 torso. So with him, you can see most of his torso. On the bottom left, we have Eudemius, who is the most unusual pose. He has his profile leg, a 3/4, and he's showing his back. And then we have on the bottom right corner, Telsa, which is normally just his face profile and his frontal view. So in conclusion, this artifact is very important because it is one of the most famous that this person had created. This artist made others just like it, but they weren't as important as this one. And yes, someone had made this before, but he made it come to life and show that it was actually something to be worth seeing. So, thank you so much, and I hope you have a great afternoon.